Only after 12 seconds passed, and my body showed no change, did I step down from the ledge, because zombie blood had just dripped into my mouth. If I showed signs of infection after 12 seconds, I would have jumped without hesitation to keep my family safe. Luckily, the helicopter finally arrived. By then, the zombies were charging in wildly. To buy my family time, I used my body to block the doorway. When I saw my family safely on board, with soldiers covering me with their guns, I let go of the door and ran for my life. Under the soldiers' cover, I finally jumped onto the helicopter and left that terrifying place behind. Once we were in the air, I finally breathed out because the entire city had already fallen. Soon, we were taken to a US aircraft carrier, where I met the UN Deputy Secretary General. After settling my family, the secretary told me the US president had been infected, and this carrier now served as the temporary government. The reason I was brought here was because I used to be a UN investigator, and now I was asked to escort a virologist to South Korea to find the source of the virus. Only by finding the source could a vaccine be developed to keep my family safe on the carrier. I had no choice but to go with the US military. After arriving, there was no control tower guiding our landing. It was obvious the place had fallen. We stepped off the plane cautiously. I warned the virologist to keep his finger off the trigger, but he was too nervous to listen. At that moment, zombies suddenly rushed out and bit 2 soldiers instantly. The virologist panicked and ran back toward the plane, but slipped and fell and accidentally shot himself in the head. When I checked, he was already dead. Troops from the airport base came to assist. We fought off the nearby zombies and made it safely inside the base. I noticed a man locked inside a cage. A soldier told me he was from the CIA, detained for suspected arms trafficking. He then told me that Israel was the safest place now because their leader had received early intelligence and built massive walls, successfully keeping the zombies out. When I arrived in Israel by plane, I asked the official how they predicted the outbreak. He said they intercepted intelligence from India, which mentioned India was already fighting zombies. As a precaution, they rushed to build the wall. He then took me to see the wall and said anyone uninfected could enter the city. When patrol helicopters flew outside the wall, they saw it was completely surrounded by zombies. Meanwhile, the rescued refugees started singing to celebrate, but the noise drew the zombies' attention. The zombies swarmed up the wall. I quickly warned the officials it was too loud, but it was already too late. The zombies had already climbed onto the wall.
Coming over the top!